Om Shri Sai Ram. The first stage, the river springs forth, the birth. It comes from the mountain tops, the hilltops. That's where usually all the rivers take birth, from a spring. It springs forth. It is tiny, it is gurgling and moving fast. So much of energy, so much of enthusiasm. It is still small and it doesn't care for any obstacles. It moves over rocks, it moves over everything, rushing down in high speed. The first stage in our life is like that, full of energy, and we are free, we are so happy, we are so enthusiastic, we have the best of health, we have everything good going for us, no responsibilities. Like that stream running down the mountain. If we actually map a river's journey, say that a river takes, say if we can map 1 liter of water that is moving in the river, if we look at that water, it possibly covers more than 1/3 of the journey to the ocean or the sea in less than 1/10 of the time. And which is that 1/10 of the time? The beginning phase. Because that time it's moving with such great speed, it covers great distance. And that is the reason why we should begin our journey of life also with great enthusiasm and energy right in the beginning. That is why Swami would say that in the children, put in faith in God and love for God. That is most critical, that is most important. Without that, the whole life becomes purposeless. That is why in our scriptures, this first phase of life is called Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means that phase in which we focus only on Brahman. Brahmacharya, the first stage. Brahmacharya means to follow or seek Brahman. That is the meaning of Brahmacharya. It doesn't mean celibacy, it doesn't mean strict disciplines. Once we understand the spirit, then all the rituals make sense. Why it is said celibate? Because your focus has to be only Brahman. Nothing should deviate your focus from the Brahman. Because this is the stage where you are taught that, remember, you have taken birth so that you can seek Brahman. Nothing else matters. Focus only on that. Get that focus right. This is like in our maps, Google Maps or Apple Maps, we put our final destination. The destination is very important. Without that destination, you can simply keep moving around in the vehicle and reach nowhere. We may have fun during the journey, eat, drink, sleep, make merry, everything. But if we don't reach the destination, it's pointless. But if we reach the destination, even if we don't drink and don't make merry during the journey, it's alright because we have reached the destination. So what we do along the journey is good, fine, it's okay. But we have to ensure that we are headed towards the destination. And the Brahmacharya stage is when we are taught this is the destination. That is why Swami would catch us young. He would come and speak to the students. He would ask, little boys, tiny tots, little girls, how many brothers do you have? Swami, 3 brothers. No, everybody is a brother. Oh, okay. Swami will come back after 3 days, catch that same child. Hey, how many sisters do you have? Swami, no sisters. Hey, all are sisters. Oh, okay. Now, okay, I got it, I understood. So that is the secret. Just tell all for everything, all. Swami comes next. Hey, child, how many friends have you got? Swami, all are friends. No, God is your only friend. God is your only friend. Swami would keep emphasizing this. And I would sometimes wonder, Swami, what is the use of teaching the child? No, it has to be set in that stage, the Brahmacharya stage. It is not about, as I said, only celibacy and disciplines. Celibacy and disciplines are a byproduct because Brahmacharya means to focus on God. Why? Because this is the stage where, like the river, we can move the maximum distance. Move it maximum in the right direction. There's maximum speed, there's vitality, there's energy, there is enthusiasm. Everything, when we look at how Swami's school, Swami's hostels are programmed, how Swami did that, how Swami trained the students, Everything that the students did, whether it's a drama, whether it's academics, whether it is sports, everything is done to make Swami happy, to see a smile on Swami's face. I remember during one sports meet, there was the jeep stunts that was happening. And the students who were doing jeep stunts had practiced so much for it. And it so happened that year that as the jeeps came onto the ground to do their performance, it's just a 10 minutes performance. They have slogged and practiced for weeks just for that 10 minutes in front of Bhagawan. And as they come onto the field, Swami rises from the stage, receives Aarti, sits in the car and leaves. So here on the ground, devastation. They are devastated. They are not even able to put it up in front of Swami. It's over. I was feeling so bad. I was not part of jeep stunts, but I was feeling very bad. Later on, what happened was, that is where it got left in suspense. So I went and saw these students were sitting and they were not sad. They were playing carom board and they seemed pretty fine. So I just went to one of them and said, brother, I know it was very tough, right? Why it was tough? No, I mean, you must have felt very bad. See, brother, momentarily we felt bad. But then we realized that we are doing sports meet to make Swami happy. If Swami is happy watching us perform, so be it. If Swami is happy not watching us, so be it. As long as Swami is happy, we are fine. I was just stunned. I was just thrilled. It was amazing. This kind of equipoise, this kind of equanimity, people struggle at the end of 80 years in life, they don't get. Because the focus is Brahman, because the focus is Swami, wow, here are teenagers who are able to take the blow of great disappointment with absolute calm, playing carom board after that. This is fantastic. This is the kind of focus that we require at the young age as the river flows down. Swami's car is chased by the students. Not just students, devotees, everyone. But sometimes the devotees are not aware of Swami's movement. Students get to know. So students are running behind Swami's car. On one occasion when this happened, Swami just happened to mention to the Vice Chancellor at that time that, look at this, how indisciplined, how they run like this. Swami made a comment. The Vice Chancellor took it very seriously and took it upon himself to ensure that this doesn't happen ever again in future. He went and lambasted the students, lambasted the boys, told them that this is nonsense. What sort duty, devotion, discipline? Devotion cannot justify a lack of discipline, and he blasted them. That's it. That was done. You know what happened? The next time when Swami set out in the car, nobody was chasing the car. I think Papa Bhiti overcame Daiva Preeti, or whatever. I'm just joking, but that's what happened. And Swami himself seemed to be surprised. He asked, hey, what happened? Swami, Vice Chancellor said that they should. Hey, no, I just mentioned they should not be, they should run. They should run behind me. The sole purpose of students coming here is for God. Now, Swami didn't say this elaborately, but Swami said, no, don't stop them. Don't stop them from running behind Swami's car. Why? Because the sole goal of becoming a student there, the sole goal of going to Puttaparthi, the sole goal of going to pilgrimage, going anywhere, is to achieve Sai. If that is not there, then nothing else matters. So that's it. As this happened long before I joined the college, but I know that even when I joined the college, we used to run behind Swami's car, so that practice was not stopped. Because that is what this first stage of life, this early phase of life is all about. Going behind God, learning that the sole goal of my life is God.